put that out for our viewers. Well, after Russia's deadly missile attack on Ukraine, President Zelensky has said that Moscow fills each day with horror and murder. Zelensky has confirmed injuries and the destruction that took place after Moscow launched, according to Ukraine, around 300 drones and 69 missiles in a coordinated strike against Ukraine. Ukraine, that seems to be bracing for what the officials and the soldiers have been anticipating will be a brutal and potentially war-altering summer offensive by Russia, with President Donald Trump's threat to withdraw from the peace talks. As President Zelensky has also criticized Washington, saying that America's silence was encouraging President Putin, and this is something where he has now asked the international community to impose tougher sanctions on Russia. Meanwhile, Donald Trump himself has now taken to his social media account on Truth Social, where he says that I've always had a good relationship with Vladimir Putin of Russia, but something has happened to him. He has gone absolutely crazy. He is needlessly killing a lot of people, and I'm not just talking about soldiers. Missiles and drones are being shot into cities in Ukraine for no reason whatsoever. I've always said that he wants all of Ukraine, not just a piece of it. Maybe that's proving to be right, but if he does, it will lead to the downfall of Russia. Likewise, President Zelensky is doing his country no favors by talking the way he does. Everything out of his mouth causes problems. I don't like it, and it better stop. This is a war that would have never started if I were president, and this is Zelensky's, Putin's and Biden's war, not Trump's. Now, I am only helping to put out the big and ugly fires that have been started through this gross incompetence and hatred. Shunjay, what do we mean? Because just last, few days ago, a 2-hour-long conversation between President Putin and President Trump seemed to be very constructive. Now, what has happened?
Well, with President Donald Trump, you can't say what his actual position is, because his position changes on many issues very quickly. So on Ukraine, he has been positive towards President Putin of Russia, then not so positive, then positive again, and now it is a time when he's not very positive. But at this point, it's very hard to make out what exactly America will do vis-a-vis all this. Because Truth Social is one thing, but military support and economic support to Ukraine in the middle of a war that has lasted over 3.5 years is something completely different. Now the question is, how much support and how much effective support will America give Ukraine? That's really the main point. Because for a long time, Donald Trump had said that if he became president, this was during the campaign, he would end the war in 1 day. Now he's already been president for 100 days and more. He had said that the war would not have begun under his watch, but he has been president for over 100 days. He has called Putin several times. He has spoken with Putin several times. Zelensky he has met at least twice, yet the war continues. And his way of controlling the war or ending the war appears to be slipping away. The Trump way of doing things, or at least ending the war, has not really worked.
Well, will it yield any results? Because it seems that whatever statements Donald Trump that he has been giving, the phone conversations or the meetings that he has been holding, and the dialogue and the ceasefire talks that seems to be happening may have not yielded any result, or may have now backfired with the kind of escalation that now we are seeing, a fresh one between Russia and Ukraine. For the moment,